Hey, I'm Auto Week Motorsports editor Mac Morrison, joined by another couple special guests from the Eyes Out IndyCar Series, Takuma Sato, Bobby Rahal. That's a hell of a finish to the Indy 500. Didn't work out in your favor, but you were certainly going for it there at the end with Dario.
We've been racing for more than 40, 45, 50 laps during the race, and I was never able to overtake Ganassi cars at turn 3 because the wind direction gave me a lot of washout and pushing in turn 2. So I knew it's always the opportunity is turn 1, and there was. So anyway, I tried, and the gap was so tight, and unfortunately it didn't come out what we wanted. But certainly it was a very good day, and team did an outstanding job.
No, absolutely, and I mean, better go for the win, right, boss, than settle for second at the Speedway.
You know, I thought as they disappeared from sight, I thought that he'd pulled it off. And David Letterman was in the pit with us, and he was jumping up and down. And David doesn't get too excited about too many things. And unfortunately, it didn't work out. You spend all month there. You're there to win the race. And nobody ever really remembers who finished second. And we had a great car, and Takuma did a great job. So I consider us the moral victors, if nothing else.
I wonder what kind of mood you were going to be in. It's basically like you won the race.
It was disappointed, of course, but that's what we said. The reaction of the fans was massive all over the world, and I heard so many positives, and everybody's so big smile. And obviously, I feel really bad for the boys and team because it's such an outstanding job for the whole month, and I really wanted to have in the victory together, which I couldn't. So that's why I feel really down. But then Bobby came, you don't have to be down, and we're pushing for the win. And suddenly, he made me really cheer on me. And I think we were, as well as disappointed, but we should be very proud of what we've been doing. And certainly for this weekend, new weekend and Detroit, and I've never been here, so I'm quite excited. And Bobby won the race here, and
right.
It's a good very scenery.
It's easy to forget you guys have only been working together for a limited amount of time as well. Is it true that you've really been working with Takuma and calming him down a little bit? Because you've had a reputation over the years of always being lightning quick, maybe sometimes a little too aggressive or too impatient, and it seems like this guy is kept you out of a lot of trouble this year.
I think it's a bit of both because we briefed well before the race with our engineering, so strategy meeting, and the Bobby and I personally talked a lot. And during the race, obviously, he's calling my pit too, so which is very good. Sometimes obviously maybe he give me a good information that I need to be too hustling or too worried about it, so I can calm it down. In other words, he can sometimes see me to cheering up and to motivate, like a very last restart at the Indianapolis Speedway that I really needed to, because I was 7th and 6 laps to go. So you need to have a really good restart. And that time Bobby was really pushing me and get me encouraged.
Tell me about your helmet from the
Yes.
Indy 500. Where is it and where is it going?
At the moment, it's on the way to Japan for the display. All it was is for my charity campaign for the With You Japan. After the 11th March last year in Tsunami, I made a charity for the With You Japan campaign. The helmet was beautifully done with a mother and daughter, and they drew the big cherry blossom as an icon. The last year, the cherry blossom was under the seawater because the tsunami.
Okay.
But then April, they were blooming big time, even covered by seawater. So then become the people's hope. So then my helmet, this side was a Japanese flag, and this side was a big cherry blossom, and it's beautifully done. Then now it's on the way to Japan for the display, and maybe a couple of months that we could do the auction and worldwidely, and then hopefully that's the helping for the foundation.
I know you're always trying to win. Everyone wants to win, but what's your big picture aim and goal moving forward through 2012 as you kind of keep developing together as a team owner, a team, and a driver?
It sounds, casual to say it, I guess, but yeah, we do want to win. And I think we've shown we have the pace to do that. We've led most of the races this year at some point. But this is a new team in many regards. There's some experienced people, but there's a lot of new people as well. And I think for the way I look at it is, I want Takuma to stay with this team for many years to come, and I look at us as we're just starting to build. It's a building process, and we've added some good people in engineering, and we're continuing to look to improve the team in terms of all the personnel, and because I think in Takuma we have a guy who can win races. I don't think there's any question of that. So, I look at this as the first year in our relationship, which hopefully will be a long relationship. But as part of that process, it's being competitive every time out. It's doing the best we can, working to win races, and then working to win a championship.
Yeah, absolutely. From my pure driver's objections, obviously win the race, of course, every time. But it's like Bobby said, I'm so happy I'm so proud to be part of the team, because the Bobby gave me such a great long-term picture for his returning for the IndyCar, and I was so happy to be chosen as a driver, and so that's why we made a really good agreement. But then, it's new people, new group, very, very potentially really high, because we show the pace a lot, so it's kind of like a rough diamond. And myself, I have to become better driver all the time. Try to be better all the time, and so that's I demanded the team to provide a good car, good strategy, all the things, and it's getting there. And hopefully we win some races this year, and then revisit obviously much stronger every time we come back to the race, and that's our aim.
All right, well, Mr. Sato, Mr. Rahal, thank you for
Thanks,
taking
Mac.
the time. Great season so far. Good luck the rest of the year, and we'll see you at the track. Hey, again, I'm Auto Week Motorsports editor Mac Morrison. Thanks for watching.
Catch all the latest auto enthusiast news at AutoWeek.com, in Auto Week Magazine and iPad Edition. Talk with us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter at AutoWeek USA.